Thanks, April. Having conversations with people with different opinions can be hard. Now, what if that person is someone who's believing misinformation? And what if it's someone you're close to? Our executive producer, EJ Jimenez and Lydia Camarillo have a few suggestions on how to have a productive conversation.
The goal of this week is to raise awareness, to care before you share, and stop the flood of misinformation.
Mis and disinformation have been a problem since humans began to communicate. It's not a new problem. So I think we should contextualize it in that there's no solution to make it go away.
As we've talked about this week, misinformation is false or inaccurate information, usually spread unknowingly. Then you have disinformation, which has an intention behind it.
Disinformation really causes dissension. It's meant to kind of raise alarm about something. It just is written and shared in a way to where it can cause division and very real harm.
We focus on how bad info gets around, but Sean Walker with Arizona State says emotions can play a part in the reason why people believe what they believe.
Oftentimes, these discussions around mis and disinformation aren't about truth or fiction. They're often more of a discussion about values.
To help you in discussions with people, try asking questions.
One of the questions to ask someone is why they believe what they believe. Because oftentimes folks are really being honest brokers in these conversations. They don't believe mis and disinformation because they hate someone or hate you, or because you have a disagreement.
There are also 3 key points to keep in mind when approaching someone. Ebony Rice with the News Literacy Project says the first is patience.
Someone didn't start to believe something overnight. There was a slow, sometimes process of them reading one article that feed into another article and one YouTube video that led to another YouTube video.
Rice says to keep in mind one conversation may not change their mind, but patience and consistency is key.
Recognizing that we all have believed something that wasn't true before. We all have seen an article and the immediate moment that you read it, you had this reaction to it.
The second, empathy, since most likely you've also had a moment where you almost spread misinformation. Finally, persistence.
It requires you to have continual facts when you're trying to share something with someone and show them things over time.
Lydia Camarillo, KGUN 9 on your side.